Hi, this is Stacey Abbott with Cornerhouse Realty, and welcome to another episode of Betcha Didn't Know. Today I'm with Jeannie Andrews, the chair of the Franklin Woodlands Trail. We're going to explore this amazing trail that's located right here in the heart of Reisterstown. So if I wanted to start the trail, where would I begin? Where would I park? Where would I go?
Well, I direct most people to the parking lots that are for the library and the church, because we've got this footbridge that connects the two, and there's a gradual incline that will take you right down to the beginning of the Story Trail and the Franklin Woodland Trails.
That's pretty easy.
Let's go explore the trail.
Let's do it. So Jeannie, tell me a little bit about the history of the Franklin Woodlands Trail.
Great. Well, the history of the trail is it started about maybe in the early 70s.
Really?
When the elementary school actually started an outdoor learning space where they could have classes.
Okay.
And then after a couple of decades, it fell into disuse and kind of disappeared from the community until I started a revitalization project about 7 years ago.
Okay, very cool. So who do you see out here on the trails?
Wow, we see everybody. Dog walkers, families having picnics, homeschool families doing regular programming.
What can the community do to help you keep this wonderful trail up that we have here in Reisterstown?
Well, the second Saturday of every month, we have a cleanup from 9 to 11 where we do trash cleanup. We also do maintenance of all of our many features and add to it sometimes.
So Jeannie, tell me where we are here on the trail.
This is actually one of my favorite parts. This is, in addition to having the trail walking system, I wanted to have a nature discovery area for children and their families to explore. So this space allows children the opportunity to climb, to dig, to explore, to use their senses, to actually get out and maybe get a little bit dirty, explore different opportunities of play. Because a lot of times kids are really just plugged in.
They like to be inside. It's great to get them outside. I agree. It's really a wonderful spot. If I was a kid, I would be loving this spot.
All right. What we have here is part of our sensory discovery area. This is one of our scout projects, actually the very first one. This is a sensory path where children can play and discover the different senses that they can experience: the rough rocks, the smooth brick, and the different things that they can walk across. Then you have the sound wall. We have different sounds here by beating on the pots. We're playing on the xylophone. We also have the bamboo wall and the wind chimes.
Very cool.
And then they also can get down and dirty playing in our mud kitchen, which is lots of fun.
Just what every parent wants, down and dirty, right? In the mud kitchen. This looks like so much fun. I mean, who knew this was all back here for the kids? And you said the scouts really help you out with this.
They did. The scouts, pretty much we get a couple of scouts every year looking for an Eagle Scout project.
Nice.
So they built the mud kitchen, they built the sensory path, they built our amphitheater, they built our benches, they built a staircase, they built our stage, they built a digging pit. They built our story trail, which is a cooperative venture with the library system to do early literacy and environmental education.
That is really cool. I love how the community is just involved in this, and you really just engage them to help this trail become what it is right now.
It has been so rewarding. Well, this is an amphitheater that the Scouts built as one of their projects. I use it for educational programming.
Very nice.
With a partnership with the library, I try and get out here once a month if I can, and do programs about either hibernation or migration, camouflage.
Wow.
We were just out here for a nature walk in the spring where we talked about what kind of senses can you use to explore how spring is different from winter. And it's a lot of fun because we always start with a story and a lesson, and then we end it with a nature walk.
So where can people find when you have these?
That's a great question.
Amazing education.
I always post on our Franklin Woodland Trails Facebook page. But we've got a message board sign at the beginning of the trail where I'll put a flyer. And it's on the BCPL webpage too.
Great. Check it out for sure. This is really something I'm sure a lot of you parents out there didn't even know was available to you. I've seen a lot of these directional signs on the trail. Can you tell us a little bit about these?
Certainly. We've got multiple different paths that you can walk on the trail, even though it's only a mile, 0.75. But These are to help people understand where to go, obviously. So like the red will take you to Franklin Elementary, and the blue will take you on the story path. And we've got a legend at the message board at the very beginning, which will help people decide where they want to go.
So what type of ecosystem do you have here on the Woodland Trail?
Well, it's actually pretty fascinating. Right in the middle of Reisterstown, we have a trail system that has multiple ecosystems.
Interesting.
Where you first start out at the Children's Discovery area, it's what's considered a wetland forest area. And we're right here, what I call Skunk Cabbage Way, which is more of a marsh.
Marshy.
And then when you get further along towards 795, it's a more established old growth forest.
So Jeannie, at the end of every Betcha Didn't Know episode, we always like to end with a Betcha Didn't Know. So take it away.
Thank you. Well, I bet you didn't know that right in the middle of the Franklin Woodland Trails, we have old growth forest where we've got specimens like this white oak that is over 300 years old.
It's amazing. Wow, I bet you didn't know that. And I also bet you didn't know this amazing trail exists here in the middle of Reisterstown. And thank you so much, Jeannie, for keeping up with this trail and making it available to the public.
It is my pleasure. It is a labor of love, but I am not doing it alone. This is truly a labor of love for the entire community. I've got a tireless working team of volunteers.
Wow, it's just amazing. If you haven't come to or been to see this Woodlands Trail here, the Franklin Woodlands Trail, you have to see it. It is beautiful. It's amazing. You can take your dog, you can have a picnic, bring your kids out. It's right here in our community. Please come check it out. Thanks so much, Jeannie, and have a great day, everyone.